Leeta was first seen in the Beach Buggy Adventures pilot episode. It was fun to be able to add something mysterious in there to get people talking. When the pilot was released, there was still a lot of work left to get her ready for her in-game debut. This is Timm at Vector Unit. I'm going to walk you through some of the steps it took to get Leeta from visual concept to in-game implementation. We introduce new characters to the Beach Buggy world so rarely, it's hard to make a decision on just who to add. After doing some digging around in our character idea documents and doing some reference gathering, we still weren't sure what we wanted at all, so we explored a few options. We've always thought of doing a more literal princess character, and we explore a lot into the cyberpunk hacker character. We ended up kind of mashing these two ideas together. Some of our inspiration were movies like the original Matrix and Hackers, old technology like the Power Glove, the Scouter from Dragon Ball, 60s nightclub mod fashion. She's almost retro-futuristic, but with our own spin. I try to make sure each character has a distinct tertiary color palette, and Leeta was no exception. She needed to be different from Beatbot's color palette, and we didn't want her to come off as too goth or alternative or moody like Roxy. So we used brighter colors and swooping triangular shapes to distinguish her and give her a friendly vibe. When deciding what sorts of animations she would have, it's a good opportunity to layer some personality in. Sure, we know we want her to have a Minority Report inspired animation, but the way that she holds herself and things like the way that she flicks her wrist or curtsies tells you a little bit more about her attitude. After the animations were approved, I did a pass on the particle effects. You can see little details I added, like the wireframes of the new Basilisk vehicle and a Crunchy Mouse ad. We took the basic idea from these visuals and carried that style over to her character ability. We were brainstorming what her ability should be even before we knew what she would look like. When we design a brand new ability, we think of the gameplay first. The art comes in afterwards to wrap everything together. There is a lot to consider when designing what gameplay functionality her ability will have, like what's possible with the development tools, how to fake the effect with the programming, and how will it compare to the other abilities and power-ups. For balancing the ability to make sure it's not overpowered, adjusting things like speed, duration, and whether or not or how you can affect the other players makes a huge difference. We made several changes to simplify Leeta's character ability. For example, at one point we had this idea you could softly steer it so you could enter shortcuts in the middle of its use. Ralph built us this neat ASCII filter, but we didn't end up using it. Everyone on the team had a part in making her who she is, and I'm proud of how she turned out. We've gotten a ton of really great fan art letting us know that you appreciate all the work that we put into her. I just want to say thank you so much for all the love. It's awesome seeing something that feels so much like an extension of myself and my own passions resonate with so many other people.